Well, the University of Indianapolis is launching the Gene and Joanne Sease Institute in July. It is a model that UIndy feels meets the growing need to develop regionally based high-skill talent. Joining me now to talk about it are UIndy President Rob Manuel and Sease Institute Vice President Corey Wilson, and to explain really how these customized programs will connect with the needs of business. Gentlemen, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Rob, as I mentioned, Gene and Joanne Sease with a gift to create this institute. Gene, a former president at the university and a great community leader. Regional talent, regional workforce is such a huge issue. How does this address that?
So in lots of areas around the country, there are partnerships that are made between higher education institutions, companies, and other nonprofits that create regional economic advantage for the areas. And we're hoping to step into that void here and help with the progress in that area.
Yeah. Corey, talk about how the center will actually, the institute actually will work. I know you talk about a lot of flexibility, and I'm sure there's a lot of collaboration and communication with the business community.
Absolutely. The Sease Institute leverages the partnerships that we have with our faculty as well as our broader network to really engage corporations where they are to solve the problems that they have in a way that is responsive to their needs in a timely manner.
Yeah. Can you talk about, are there specific industries that will be focused on, at the institute, and how it really will work?
Absolutely. We're looking at healthcare, business, technology, and nonprofit. Those are the core sectors that we're starting with, but obviously other industries within that will be engaged in the process.
Rob, there's been a lot of talk and complaints, if you will, about the disconnect between academia and the business community over the years. I assume this is a direct shot at that and saying, hey, listen, this is an opportunity to really connect the two for the greater good.
So higher education is under attack right now. We're too expensive, we're disconnected, we're not connected to the communities we serve. And this is an opportunity for us to do both, and to be the educational entity that we know the community needs for long-term economic stability, and to create flexible programs that help us with the now problems of how do we train people and educate people for right now.
The Institute obviously will have impact here in Indianapolis and the UIndy campus, but you really have a statewide model in mind for the Institute, right?
So we'll go where the opportunity is. The education shouldn't necessarily, this education shouldn't necessarily be bound to our physical campus. If a company has a problem or an opportunity on site, we need to be there creating the educational programs to help them solve the needs that they have on that site. And we will work with talent that we have from around the university, really around the globe, to put together the educational experience that's meaningful for the company at that place. And we'll work with people like Jason Cloth and Ascend to connect and do those that work as well.
Yeah, and Corey, you see this as, I would assume, as a recruiting tool for prospective students to have this type of asset at UIndy is something that can be an attractor.
Absolutely, and I would say in addition to that, also the employers from an HR perspective, knowing that the talent that we are producing from an undergrad perspective is going to be trained, and that opportunity for upskilling within the organization is a benefit as well.
Very quickly, Rob, do you want this to be really a thought, kind of a thought leader location, if you will, when it comes to workforce?
Correct. I think there's an opportunity in the United States for a center like in Indianapolis to produce information about what makes workforce development work, and then study that, but also apply it in lots of different regions around the country. Exciting
development, the Sease Institute at UIndy. President Rob Manuel, thanks for being here. And Corey Wilson, the VP at the Sease Institute, thank you as well.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
All right.